Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to be covering the back 9 holes Rookie Division Game Set Match Tournament. As you can see here, I clawed my way back up into the standings. I'm sitting at a minus 30, thanks in large part to a minus 16 back 9. Now, this account is the one that I use my 4G SIM card on, so I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. Thank goodness, because a minus 14 front 9 combined with the minus 16 back 9 gives us a minus 30. Just wish I could have played better on the front 9 on this account. But it is what it is. We tried our best. We know that that's not going to sit there for first place for too long in Tier 3 Rookie. But, hopefully we can hold maybe a top 5 and then replenish some Berserkers and some Kingmakers as well. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you become one. Please take a moment there to hit the thumbs up button and like the video as well. All right, let's go deep into the memory banks for a play that we used a long time ago in this tournament in this type of win. So let me know in the comments, when is the last time you used a rocket? But here's going to be the setup. You have to use a Marlin ball, okay? You can't use a navigator because you can't use anything more powerful. You can't use a power 1 ball or better. You have to be a power 0. If you're playing with money balls, then obviously if you have a wind resistance 5 power 0 ball, this may be just an automatic hole-in-one with a perfect shot. But for here, we're playing with the Marlin. The setup is going to be 1.9 back, 1 bar a side spin to the left, as you're going to see right here. Inner green ring right there up on the rough line for the most part. Ball guideline for me on this shot is going to be center of hole. I need you to move this over just a fraction to the right, okay? We want to offset this shot to the right-hand side of the pin, but definitely still in the cup. Here we make our ring pull. We hit a perfect ball. And it's like, come on, game. Just give me one time on this hole. Just give me one. But that's why I think we want to offset to the right-hand side, maybe just a little bit. Or as you can tell by the graphic, I also played it 0% at min. You could try to go minus 5%. I don't know what that does when it changes the rings. But, obviously we need 0.1 less. So, or maybe even 0.2. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do that, right? You can play 0% at min and then just subtract 0.2 from the adjustment as well. Or offset. I'm just giving you a whole bunch of different ways that you can play Golf Clash. Whatever you want is up to you. Absolutely. If you're in the running, though, to win this tournament or to get a high placing, this is definitely a good hole to go and hit that practice mode on because you're only using Marlins. Well, you can get this one dialed in, and people are just not picking up a hole-in-one on this hole consistently, so you can get yourself off to a huge advantage on the back 9. Hole 2, obviously the must eagle. Very easy setup, 10% at max. Let's go with the Titan ball, full top with an extra mile 8. So cap yourself at 6 bars of top spin, of course. If you have an extra mile 7 or below, you're probably used to playing this hole already. You got lucky because we're getting tailwind in the final round back 9. This is going to be an easy adjustment from here. It's 10% at max. I didn't use any overpower this time. I do hit a perfect ball. And as you can see here, we get a really nice clip of the rough, and we roll out, and we just go right past the pin onto the fringe for a very easy chip in for your eagle on hole number 2. Hole number 3, we do pick up the albatross. So this is going to be 10% at max. We're going to play with the quarterback. We're going to go full top, full right. Nice part about playing this way in rookie is you don't experience the same thing that you do in pro. You don't normally have, a tough wind that's going to push you into the rough. So even with crosswind from left to right, I can still go with my full top and full right spin of my quarterback. And as long as you don't accidentally use overpower, you're going to get a nice roll here, and you still have a little bit of room between fairway and rough. So you don't have to be scared of this one the same way you do in pro. All right, so now we go to shot number 2. Shot number 2, we're going to play 30% at max. As you can see here, we're at the plus 12 yard mark of our sniper. Sniper 10, that's absolute max distance. So now we're going to go with a little bit of backspin. We're going to leave the ball guideline just short of the hole like this because we're going to rely on the tailwind to push us back towards the cup. Again, this is a 30% adjustment at absolute maximum distance of our sniper. We hit the perfect ball. And we get this thing to drop right into the hole for the albatross. All right, hole number 4, we pick up an eagle here as well. So we are really cooking on the back 9. I actually picked up an eagle on both of the accounts. But on this account, anything that I didn't drop, I forfeited out just to get a lower score. I don't know if that helps me with brackets or not, but this account had no chance to do anything. So, you know, I just did that. All right, so here we go. We're going with a lot of overpower, half a ball to curl to the left. That's all we need is half a ball to curl to the left. All we're trying to do is just launch this thing up the fairway. Now, of course, we have headwind or we have tailwind here. You don't have to use a berserker. For me, obviously, I was trying to make shot number 2 just as short as possible, which we're able to accomplish. Now, on this account, I was actually in Endbringer range. On my other account, I was in Thorn range. So, you know, I just got less of a rollout on my drive. So I put 10% on the graphic here because I played both shots 10%. But on this shot with my Endbringer, I played it 10% at max. As you can see here, we're at the plus yard mark. So we're at maximum distance of our Endbringer. And it was just about finding the right amount of backspin. Right here, I wasn't too pleased with that setup, so, you know, I went with right at probably 2.9 back. That allowed me to bring my target back just a smidge. And then I aimed, as you can see, in the cup, but the right-hand side of the flagstick. And from here, we make our pull. We hit that perfect ball. And we just roll this one into the cup. Now, on my thorn shot, I moved it over slightly, more dead center of the pin, and the thing went right dead center for the eagle. Okay. Hole number 5, I wish I could have shot number 2 back on my account. That's a minus 30, just simply because I hit a great ball, and I think I have this one dialed in for the albatross. But we're going to go with the big topper, all right? The big topper setup is going to be full top spin. Your adjustment is 10% at max. And the biggest thing to note here is we're doing a rough bump rollout, okay? We want to be on the right-hand side of this fairway like we are here. Notice the second bounce is in the rough, and then we're rolling out. That's going to be super important. That's what we have to have. 10% adjustment, perfect ball. This is pretty easy. Boom, and we roll out. We're good to go. Okay, that's going to leave us here for shot number 2. Shot number 2, this is the shot that I miss by a hair. And of course, I played this account first because I was trying to win the tournament on my other account. So this became basically like my test shot account. 4 back, 2 left. 4 back, 2 left. Get that ball guideline looking like that. Notice where I end up aiming here, though. Okay? I'm a little bit pin high. I'm aiming at the top side of the cup. That's a really good look at it right there. This is going to be minus 40% elevation at minimum distance. Minus 40% at absolute minimum distance of our sniper. This account, I do hit the perfect ball. So you're going to get to learn a lot from this shot. Take a look at, we come up the slope. And then we come down the slope. And we do miss this one pin high, like I said, by just a fraction. Darn it. I want you to aim this ball guideline directly into the middle of the cup. Again, if you're in a situation to where you're going to possibly win the tournament and you need to pick up an extra drop on your competition, this is one that I would take to the practice round. I would definitely start at that same spin, 4 back, 2 left. I would aim dead center of the cup on that funnel. And if you make it, you know it's right. If you miss it, then you know the minor tweak that you're going to need. But I feel like dead center of the cup is going to be a make on this hole here. Okay, this is hole number 6. I've got nothing for you on hole number 6. I've said that every single round. This hole is not treating me well on rookie. Here I played this one 20% at max. And I'm offsetting to the left-hand side of the cup by one full green square, as you can see here. 20% at max, but I hit a great ball to the right or to the left on this account. Doesn't really matter because I hit a perfect ball on my other account and it missed almost the exact same way, although I used a navigator on that one. This one I tried to use more side spin, but either way, that's probably the closest that I've been, but I don't like that hole. Hole number 7, again, as usual, we get super close, but we just miss bottom of the cup. I go 3 top, I go 3 right. Here, this is my, I get caught in between clubs, so I move my target up further. I do like this landing spot, though. I do like the blue ring at the rough, and look at the ball guideline at the very top there, where it starts to curve back down towards the green. The ball guideline is almost right on the rough line, but just a little bit of separation of fairway and rough. Here, I just pulled it 1-to-1, so we're going to pull 2.6 rings, basically. I went with a little bit of overpower, and you can take note of the curl there. I think we need a little bit more overpower, and we do have room, because look, right here, we have plenty of room for the rough. So even if we overpower, we're not going to clip the rough, or at least we shouldn't. Obviously, you can't go crazy with the overpower, but a little bit more OP gets us further up that fairway line, and it could possibly bring us into the hole. So very, very close on hole number 7, and that'll take us into hole number 8. Hole number 8, this obviously is an automatic eagle. You got to pick it up to compete. I hope you're finding the video helpful. If you'd like to become a member of the channel and support my work, that would be awesome. You can check out the description below. Or if PayPal is more your thing and you would like to tip me like you would your favorite waiter, waitress, or bartender, that would be much appreciated as well. And you can always find a link to my PayPal in the comments below. Hopefully I've done a really good job for you this week in Rookie. We have full top spin. I'm going to use the rough bump rollout again. I like it better than the double bounce over, where we go from fairway to fairway to fairway. To me, this is a better shot. To me, that we get a better rollout. It's just yellow ring at the top of the rough here. 10% at max. Notice here I add about half a bar of side spin to the right. So that right there is what our ball guideline should look like. Now, when we do take this shot here, we do go with a tad of overpower. Now, not a lot, okay? It's just a little bit. Look at the bottom of my ball. It's not even touching the top part of the bottom adjustment zone. This is baby overpower. But we hit a perfect ball. We go 1, we go rough, and we roll out, and we get a nice rollout here, which leaves us for a very, very simple wedge shot in which I play 20% at mid. I just go full top spin. On pro, we have to add some left side spin for some reason, but here I just go full top, 20%. Perfect ball in the hole for an eagle. That's pretty easy. Hole number 9, again, really stinking close to the Alba. But you want to take a look at a weird game glitch? Check this out. Notice what bag I have. I have bag number 1, right? I have a katana, and for some reason, I have a big topper. That's not what I have in bag number 1. That's what I have in bag number 2. So I look at this, I'm like, what in the world is going on? I switch my bag to bag number 2. Oh, big topper. Bag number 3, extra mild big dog. I can't use that. So I'm just like, what in the world is happening here? I go back to bag number 1. Oh, look, what do you know? There's my extra mile. I never change bag number 1, so how weird is that? All right, I just thought that I would show that to you. Now we go 6 top, 3 right, 20% at mid is the adjustment. It's about half a ball of curl to the right, perfect ball. And this thing comes down very nicely, and it's going to leave us for shot number 2, in which I play 1-to-1. And we are, again, leaving the ball very, very close to the albatross. I just need you to make one small adjustment, and we should be good. 2.5 right side spin is good. 1 top spin is too much. We need to bring this down to probably 0.7 top. Blue ring at the rough. Here, I don't like that setup. All right. Right there is what we want to pay attention to. Notice where the very end of my ball guideline is pointing at. You just need to use these light green, dark green squares as a reference point. So the best I can do for you on this hole is you just got to take a screenshot of it. And here we move 3.9 rings because the wind is 3.9 miles an hour. We hit a perfect ball, and you're going to see where we end up coming on this hole. Again, the speed is a little bit too much. That's why we want to reduce the top spin. Although it's not too bad. I mean, if the ball would have been on target, it would have been albatross. But again, we need to move our target over by just a fraction to the right-hand side. Let me know how you do in the comments. I will see you tomorrow for Pro. Thank you for watching, everybody.